to the hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along. And next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song.
Check it out, I'm the CASN, the OVA, and the rest is FLY. You see, I go by the code of the doctor of the mix, and these reasons I'll tell you why. You see, I'm 6'1", and I'm tons of fun, and I dress to a T. You see, I got more clothes than Muhammad Ali, and I dress so viciously. I got bodyguards, I got two big cars that definitely ain't the whack. I got a Lincoln Continental and a some new Cadillac. So after school, I take a dip in the pool, which is really on the wall. I got a color TV so I can see the Knicks play basketball. Hear me talking about checkbook, could it cost more money than a sucker could ever spend? But I wouldn't give a sucker or a bum from the rock, not a dime till I made it again. Everybody go, hotel, motel, what you gonna do today? Is I'm gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some spring and drive off in a death OJ. Everybody go, hotel, motel, holiday inn. You see, if your girl starts acting up, then you take her friend. I'm Master G, my mellow is on you, so what you gonna do?
Well, it's on and on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I said a M-A-S, a T-E-R, a G with a double E. I said I go by the unforgettable name of the man they call a Master G. Well, my name is known all over the world by all the foxy ladies and the pretty girls. I'm going down in history as the baddest rapper that ever could be. Now I'm feeling the highs and you're feeling the lows. The beat starts getting into your toe. You start popping your fingers and stomping your feet and moving your body while you're sitting in your seat. And then damn, you start doing the freak. I said bam, I ride it out of your seat. Then you throw your hands high in the air. You're rocking to the rhythm, shake your dairy air. You're rocking to the beat without a care. Cruise the short shot MCs for the affair. Now I'm not as tall as the rest of the gang, but I rap to the beat just the same. I got a little face and a pair of rhyme eyes. All I'm here to do, ladies, is hypnotize. Sing it on and on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I sing it on and on and on and on and on like a hot butter. The pop, give it, pop, the pop, pop. You don't dare stop or come alive, y'all. Give me what you got. I guess by now you can take a hunch and find that I am the baby of the bunch, but that's okay. I still keep in stride, cause all I'm here to do is just a wiggle your behind. Sing it on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I sing it on and on and on and on and on. Rock, y'all. Throw it on the floor. I'm gonna freak you here, I'm gonna freak you there. I'm gonna move you out of this atmosphere, cause I'm one of a kind and I'll shock your mind. I put the jiggles in your behind. I say the 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, girls, get on the floor. Come alive, y'all. Give me what you got.
Greetings, good afternoon.
Make you rock. I said 1, 2.
How you all doing? This is DJ Funky Mike. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Got a bit of an issue tonight. I'm not sure what it is now. Always something going wrong.
You say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat.
Probably nothing, but you never know.
Well, guess what? America, we love you.
If you can hear me loud and clear, give me the big thumbs up. Thank you.
1 year old. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but we're like hot butter on a breakfast toast. Rock it out. A baby bubba to the boogie, bang bang, the boogie to the beat. Beat is so unique. Come on, everybody, and dance to the beat.
As I know, we're loud and clear.
Hip hop, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby bubba to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. I say I can't wait to the end of the week when I rap it to the rhythm of a groovy beat. An attempt to raise your body heat or just blow your mind so with that you can't speak or do a thing but a rock and shuffle your feet and later change up to a dance called the freak.
Yeah, that's good, thanks.
To your rhythmic beat, rest a little while so you don't get weak.
I've managed to work out that I can hear myself online at the same time. And put the microphone slightly out of the way so you can see me. I know it looks like I've got some of circular growth just
The women fight for my delight, but I'm the grand master.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it goes.
That shock the house for the young ladies, and when you come inside into the front, you do the freak spank or do the bump, and when the sucker MCs try to prove a point with Trent's trio, or when the serious joint are from sun to sun and from day to day, I sit down and write a brand new rhyme because they say that miracles never cease. I've created a devastating.
There's always something new to do with it.
So
Anyway, thank you then to young Eric for
this while I was coming home late one
warming up my customers for the night before, making them moist.
She's heard stories and she's
Well, they come here and listen to me talking about the late 70s, early 80s music tonight for the next 2 hours on here.
I'm like I never did before. She did damn fly guy. I'm in love
On
with you.
Bicester.
Casting over
Bicester online lockdown radio.
Said I go by the name
Yeah.
Lois Lane, and you can be my
She's online then. We got Caroline online. She says, "Yo, boss."
Superman.
Boss, just your friend.
I do
We're all evens on this.
fly through the air.
Elaborate, of course, and of course, good old Roadie Pops.
Even cute, but he looks like a sucker in
And
the
he gate crashed. Nobody.
and his whole name across his chest. He may be able to fly all through the night, but can he rock a party till the early light? He can't satisfy you with his little worm, but I can bust you out with my super sperm. I go do it.
That's good. It doesn't matter.
I go do it, do it.
We don't care.
And I'm here, and I'm there. I'm Big Bang Hank, I'm everywhere. I just throw your hands up in the air and party harder like you just don't care. Let's do it,
We can sort it out, can't we?
y'all. I take a talk, y'all. You don't stop. I go home, tell, mo,
Hey, yo, yeah, yo.
do today. If I'm gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some
And
spank.
of course, there's Caroline downstairs. Let me just do what I have to do. When Caroline's downstairs, you can hear this.
Holiday in,
There you go. Thumping the floor.
acting up. Then you
So
take
if you've got any wonderful memories of the, we're going to start the first hour off with the late 70s, and we're going to finish off with, I was going to say, the last 70s song before we hit the 80s, but I looked at it and it's a Christmas tune, and it's Boney M,
Everybody was dancing on the floor, doing all the
Mary's Boy Child, and I thought, no, I just ain't going to put that one on, am I?
lead. She came into the bar, she came into the scene.
So I'm going to put on the next best thing that was number one just before that one, and then in the second half 8,
till my eyes
we're going to kick it off with the early 80s with the first 80s tune.
be the release.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I know Caroline's going to like it.
People in the house, this is just for you. A little
That's Caroline, by the way, the wife, by the way.
your hair is
That could be Caroline in Frankfurt too. Who knows?
love a crew. Once a week,
They've got this bit of a harem going on, you see, at the minute. It's difficult to know who's who.
party got to have the mood, so we'll get right down and give you a groove for you to dance. You got to be hot, so we'll get it right.
Tonight, for the first hour, we can talk about flares,
And the
Vesta Currys,
definitely have a rockin' affair.
terrible TV like General Hospital and Crown Court. I can't even tell you because it was late 70s and I was a mere baby then.
Break it down, and while you're sleeping, you
So
start
we're going to have to ask Eric, because Eric would have been
go
late 50s, I think.
in your mind. Yeah, I need you know that was right on time.
Elaborate as well. He would have been a teenager, so he would know exactly what was going on in the TV in the late 70s.
That makes you free. Come alive, girl. Get on your feet. To the rhythm of the beat, to the beat, to the double beat. That makes you freak. To the rhythm of the beat.
Apparently they've tuned off already.
On to the break of dawn. I got
Elaborate says, how many Carolines do you have? Well, on the last count, I made it
He goes by the name of
17.
Come on, wonder why do what you like. I say
A can of beer that's sweeter than honey, like a million.
No, just a mere two. Just two.
Like a rainy day.
Caroline the wife and Caroline in Frankfurt, the admin extraordinaire that kicks ass.
It swings like the boogie to the boogie without the boogie bang, like collard greens that don't taste good, like a tree that's not made out of
Elaborate said he was 3 in 1970, but this is the late 70s, so you would have been
beat. You do the
13.
rock and dance to the beat. Have you ever went over?
You'd have been a teenager.
Food just ain't no good. I mean, the macaroni soggy, the peas all mushed, and the chicken tastes like wood. So you try to play it off like you think you can by
You know,
yourself.
at 13, you would have been horrible at that age.
But he just being polite. He ain't finished. Oh, that's bull. So your heart starts pumping, and you think of a lie, and you say that you already ate. And your friend says, man, there's plenty of food, so he piles some more on your plate. But while the sticky food's steaming, your mind starts to dream of the moment it's time to leave. And then you look at your plate, and your chicken's slowly rotting into something that looks like cheese. Oh, so you say, that's it, I got to leave
The
this
type
place.
of music we need tonight, okay? That we do this every Tuesday. Not the normal stuff that you expect to hear at a party or on the radio. This is it. Your odd stuff, your weird stuff.
Sick from the food you ate. And then you run to the
Including,
store for quick relief
oh,
from
to get it
a
working,
KO
this.
and then-
Bicester online lockdown radio.
Mr. Young Ian Jury. Caroline's sorting out some t-shirts as well. That's nice.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll is all my brain and body need. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. It's very good indeed. Keep your silly ways or throw them out the window. The wisdom of your ways. I've been there and I know lots of other ways. What a jolly bad show. If all you ever do is business you don't like. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll is very good indeed. Every bit of clothing ought to make you pretty. You can cut the clothing, grey is such a pity. I should wear the clothing of Mr. Walter Mitty. See my tailor, he's called Simon. I know it's going to fit. Here's a little bit of advice, you're quite welcome, it is free. Don't do nothing that is cut price, you know what they'll make you be. They will try their tricky device, trap you with the ordinary. Get your teeth into a small slice, the cake of liberty.
Because as you know, doing these radio shows, it's all about research. Yes, I didn't.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll. 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 Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Now, a bit later on, we are going to play another Ian Jury tune. That was one of his first ones, Sex, Drugs and Rock and Roll. We're going to play the one that really kind of made him later. When I say later, we've got 3/4 of an hour to get it in. Tune now for the ladies, but the ladies are going to be probably quite old. So, Caroline's out there, you'll know this.
Seem to understand the rock media. Well, I know I'm not super hip, and I'm liable to take a slip, but I don't care how cold you are. I'm coming home soon. I'm gonna make you a star.
Some of the tunes in '79, they were a little bit dreary, weren't they?
Make you a star. We gonna make you a star.
Ah, look at that Callum's popped up again like he does, like a nasty rash, and says, hey, Funky, can I get a shout-out for Adam Mercer? He's a key worker. Yes, we know he's a key worker. And I always give him a shout-out as well. So shout-out for Adam Mercer.
It's so strange.
Caroline says, good old David Essex.
Again, it's a disgrace.
All the girls fancy David Essex.
Well, I know I've been out of style for a short while, but you see, I don't care how cold you are. I'm coming home soon. I'm gonna make you a star. We 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 gonna make.
Come on, me. Just the microphone falling apart because I kind of bodged it up yesterday. The trouble is, I have this cat, and this cat just wants to eat everything, including wires. It's a bit of a pain.
Worcestershire Online Lockdown Radio.
I just might have to shoot her. It's never going to happen. 1979. The Police. I actually served many years ago. I'll tell you a quick story. I served the drummer in a petrol station, Steve Copeland, in Chinner, Oxfordshire. Driving a big green American car. He wouldn't get out though.
Giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon.
One of my many claims to fame who I have no idea who they are.
My leg don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could be together, walking on the walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Feet that hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. My feet don't hardly make no sound, walking on the moon. Some may say I'm wishing my days away. No way. I live for some price I pay. Some say tomorrow's another day. You stay, I may as well play.
Don't forget, 8:30, we're going into early 80s, but at the minute, it's the late 70s. Good evening, Pete Turner. He says, "I up, Chuck."
Giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon. I hope my leg don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could be together, walking on the moon. Some may say I'm wishing my days away. No way. I live for some price I pay. Some say tomorrow's another
the mother-in-law Val's on board. Good evening, Val! All about the early 70s at the minute till 8:30. And then we're going the... Oh, no, hang on. Late 70s, then the early 80s at 8:30. I know what I'm doing. Got a tune on there. Please all the Carolines and possibly Pete and Labrat as well. Kind of sampled it a bit last week. A bit of Blondie. This is from the album Parallel Lines. Come out in 78. But you knew that anyway. You guess which one it is yet? Oh, we can't do them jokes anymore, can we?
I'm in the phone booth, it's the one across the hall. If you don't answer, I'll just bring it off the wall. I know he's there, but I just try to call. Leave me hanging on the telephone. Leave me hanging on the telephone.
He's clapping for Adam Mercer.
I heard your mother
Rightly so.
out the door. Did you go to work or just go to the store? All those things she said I told you to ignore. Oh, why can't we talk again? Oh, why can't we talk again? Oh, why can't we talk again? Leave me hanging on the telephone. Leave me hanging on the telephone. It's good to hear your voice, you know it's been so long. If I don't get your calls, then everything goes wrong. I want to tell you something you've known all along. Leave me hanging on the I had to interrupt and stop this conversation. Your voice across the line gives me a strange sensation. I like to talk when I can show you my affection. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, I can't control myself. Leave me hanging on the telephone. Hang up and run. Oh, hang up and run. Oh, hang up and running. Oh, hang up and running. Oh, whoa, 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 running.
Now, who didn't buy a Blondie album in 1978? That's a very nice picture of an old phone. I remember them. That's not an original phone, though, is it? Or is it? Played one of these earlier, but we're going to play this one. Hit me with your rhythm stick. If anyone's seen the film, Ian Jury film, very good.
In the deserts
That's Rainbow.
and the gardens,
But which one?
and from Milan to Yucatan. Every woman's with your rhythm stick. Hit me, Tada, ich liebe dich. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me slowly, hit me quick. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
Oh, nearly.
In the wilds of Borneo and the vineyards of Bordeaux, Eskimo, Arapaho move their body to and fro. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me, hit me. Das ist gut, say fantastic. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Hit me with your rhythm stick. It's nice to be a lunatic. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
Ah, Pete's put up a picture of a telephone box. The old-fashioned mobile phones, that was. He used to ring up the operator and say, "Get off the line quick, there's a train coming."
Hit me, hit me, hit. the Bay, on the road to Mandalay, from Bombay to Santa Fe, o'er the hills and far away. Hit me with your rhythm stick, hit me, says T-Bone, he says Nick, hit me, hit me with your rhythm stick. Two fat persons, click, click, click. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Hit me.
I need a picture of a trim phone as well.
Hit me. 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 Hit me.
Now, if you know how old you really were, with them phones, do you remember there used to be a white button on the top and you had to press that first before you got a line? And occasionally you used to have what's called a party line and you could hear your neighbours talking. So it's... Oh, that finishes quite abruptly, doesn't it? We're in 1979 at the minute, and a massive band that formed in 75, but they had their biggest hit in 79. Was it this one? No, but it was this one. But that rainbow was good as well. There you go, there's the lock on the phone. I remember that. Easy to get around. A fetch there by Pete with phones, like it.
Since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you got the spell so breaking. Oh, 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 oh. Since you've been gone, so in the night I stand beneath the backstreet light. I read the words that you sent to me. I could take the afternoon, but nighttime comes around too soon. You can't know what you mean to me. Your poison letter, your telegram, just goes to show you don't give a damn. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you cast the spell so breaking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Since you've been gone.
About half an hour to get your requests in of any late 70s tunes. Remember, it's got to be weird.
Welcome back, baby, you know you never do wrong. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you kept the spell so breaking. Oh, 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 ever since you've been gone. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it.
And as you know, the 70s wasn't all about flares and fluffy things. There was a bit of aggro knocking around in the background. Good evening, Rob. Late 70s at the minute, going on to early 80s at 8:30. Duncan is loving, he's saying this is proper music. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. And Pete says he's pretty vacant as well.
Share online lockdown radio.
Recognise this tune. I believe she might have sung it on karaoke. Don't do lizards flying everywhere and lots of money. Going free adolescents X-ray specs. With a lead singer called Polly Starring that died last year.
I
has asked for some Roxy music, so I thought I'll have a quick look. My God, they span a lot of decades, doesn't they? So which one do you want then, Duncan? It's going to be 70s now after 8:30 and 80s tune. I'm going to let you decide, because you know more about Roxy music than I do. After this, the Boo-Goos, 1979.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Your love gives me such a thrill, but your love won't pay my bills. I want money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Money don't get everything, it's true. What it don't get, I can't use. I want money.
We all want money. That's what I want.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I want money. I want to buy money. In fact, I want so much money. Give me your money. Just give me money.
Yes, just give me money as well.
To share online lockdown radio.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52, lying awake intently tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine on new technology. And now I understand the problems you could see. I met your children. What did you tell them?
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
Pictures came and broke your heart. And now we meet in an abandoned studio. We hear the playback and it seems so long ago. And you remember the jingles used to go. You were the first one. You were the last one.
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
In my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far.
Just moving the camera around so you got a better picture of me. Probably don't want to see me bare, but
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
In my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. Pictures came and broke your heart. Put the blame on VCR.
what is a VCR? If I remember rightly, this song was #1 for about 4 years. Next up, a tune for Duncan. He asked for it is Roxy Music. Dance Away came out in 1979. It was re-released in 92 as well. Surprised how long Roxy Music's been around for. All right, he's a bit like me. He can't remember anything, like words. Yeah, hell, Pete.
Well, it seems so cool when I walked you home, kissed goodnight. I said it's love, you said alright. It's funny how I could never cry until tonight, and you passed by, hand in hand with another guy. You're dressed to kill, and guess who's dying? Dance away the heartache, dance away. Oh, dance away the heartache, dance away, dance away. Loneliness.
Nice picture of a video recorder there. A VCR. Is that Betamax or VHS?
Open heart, turn to stone. All together, all alone, all at once. My whole world had changed. Now I'm in the dark, off the wall. Let the strobe light up them all. I close my eyes and dance till dawn. Dance away the heartache, dance away, dance away the heartache, dance away, dance
Apparently Caroline, that's Springford admin, then on her phone she says while she was eating, but she was probably having sex, to be fair. Comes out. All these excuses. That.
now. I must walk the light. I see the light. No, no. Off the street on the porch, and was like, and it's wonderful. Out of reach, it's far enough.
Says no, she was eating a hot cross bun. That's slang for something else. You can work that one out yourself. Next up, a tune is in the competition. You've got about 10 seconds to work out what tune it is, but I'll give you a clue, okay? Kenny Everett, that's the clue. 5 seconds.
Arcadia, X-ray,
Here we go.
Delta 990, this is Starfleet Control. You're clear to go hyperspace, acknowledge. And
Have you worked it out yet?
990, roger. You're looking good for...
Easy it is.
Be my lover, you're the best thing
Duncan was straight in there, correct. Oh, gossip! They should have stick to dancing around in their knickers, frankly.
Hand in hand we'll conquer space. Listen, Captain Strange, what's our destination? The scanners seem to indicate a small deviation. Static on the comm, it's Starfleet command. Requesting your position, it's their final demand. Your intentions are known. They found out at last. So if you're gonna take me, please make it fast. Touch me, feel me, do what you will. I want to feel that galactic thrill. I lost my heart to a starship trooper, rushing light in hyperspace, fighting for the Federation. Hand in hand we'll conquer space.
9090, this is Starcom. We got a problem on your vector. Request status check, over. Arcadia, this is strategy control. You have force deviation at 5 parsec technology. Arcadia, we show condition red. Confirm. What's going on out there?
Rushing light in hyperspace, fighting for the Federation. Hand in hand we'll conquer space. I lost my heart to a starship trooper. Space suit is lying on control room floor. Pulse rate increasing as the heat factor soars. Take me, make me feel the force. Ignore the computers, we're locked on course. I lost my heart to a starship trooper, rushing light in hyperspace, fighting for the Federation. Hand in hand we'll conquer space.
9090, this is Starcom. Be advised you have a serious vector deviation. Repeat, serious vector deviation. Arcadia, 9090, do you copy? This is Starfleet control to all ships in Sector 5. Be advised Arcadia 9090 is off course. All ships squawk dynamic. Starship Arcadia, this is Starfleet.
Worcestershire Online Lockdown Radio.
Now, you got to admit, that was a bit crap, really, but we have to kind of play it because it is the late 70s. But some of the tunes are actually better. And you're going to hear one of these tunes after we'll get to the 80s bit, you know what I mean? It's the specials. A message to Rudy. But you know that anyway.
Stop your messing around. Better think of your future. Time is straighten right out. Creating problems.
Nice picture there Pete's put up of Kenny Everett. What was her name? Rocco or something? He was absolutely fabulous.
A message to you, Rudy.
And to be fair, she wasn't bad herself.
A message to you. Stop your fooling around. Time is straighten right out. Better think of your future. Else you wind up in jail. Rudy, a message to you, Rudy. A message to you.
Asian faces going to so many places where the weather is much better and the food is so much cheaper. Well, I help her with her baggage, for the baggage is so heavy. I hear the plane is ready by the gateway.
That's it, Cleo Rockers is her name. I wonder what she looks like now. Can you find a picture of her, Pete, what she looks like now? Because I bet she don't look like that.
And it's getting me so. It's getting me so. You guys, you took the one I love so far away. Fly her away, fly her away. You got a smiling face. You took my lady to another place. Fly her away, fly her away.
So after this little tune, we're going to be coming into here. Would be the last normal record of 1974 years, apart from the number one, which was Boney M. Mary's Boy Jesus. I'm not playing that. I will say it's a little bit diddly-dee, diddly-da. But it's not Irish. Actually, it could be. Oh, gosh, that's Cleo Rocco now, is it? Oh, my God. All I can say is it's amazing what makeup does. Duncan says she still looks good.
It's getting me so.
That looks better.
You've got a smiling face. You took my love to another place. Fly her away, fly her away. You've got a smiling face. You took my lady to another place. Fly her away.
So here we go, we're going to be leaving the 70s with the next tune. Going into the very early 80s. And if you were young, it was a scary time because we all thought we were going to get blown up. So this was number one about the second week in December. Overtaken by Boney M, Mary's Boy Child. But obviously we're not going to play that because frankly, we've had enough at Christmas, so this was the best I could do. And then we're going to slink into the 80s, and while this is occurring, we're going to go off and do something naughty. So I'll be back in a minute, and then we'll be in the 80s.
Didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? A beautiful day, we had lunch on the way, and all for under £1, you know. But on the way back, I cuddled with Jack, and we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of our favourite songs as the wheels went around. way and all for under a pound. You know that on the way back I cuddled with Jack and we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of our favourite songs as the wheels went around.
In pocket, gunpowder, I'm gonna use it. Intention, I'm feeling mental. Gonna make you notice. Got motion, restrained emotion. I've been diving, detour leaning, no reason. Just seems so pleasing. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. 'Cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it up, I can't miss a beat. I got new skank, so reach. I got something I'm winking at you. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. 'Cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, 'cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. And when you walk,
That was the first tune of 1980. It was number one. Heard this on the radio today. But I've got to play it. Sounds fab still. Quite gay. Jimmy asked what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm playing radios. Yeah, we've done the late 70s and now we're into the early 80s. Playing those tunes that you don't normally hear and sometimes don't want to hear. And some classics. I think was far better.
This to share online lockdown.
And this tune probably is even more relevant now than what it was back in the day. If you're the people who have been driving around, you've been in lockdown, you just play this in your car, you're in there, you're in the zone.
This storm is coming like a ghost town. All the clubs are being closed down. This place is coming like a ghost town. Bands won't play no more. Too much fighting on the dance floor.
Rob says it reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. Yes. Jimmy says 99 Luftballons. See you youngsters, all the requests are coming in now.
This storm is coming like a ghost storm. Why must the youth fight against themselves? Government leaving the youths on the shelf. This place is coming like a ghost storm. No job to be found.
My good lady wife has bought me a drink.
Getting hungry.
Ooh. Rob, that's not early 80s, but in as it's you, I'll stick it on for you. You know, when you listen to this tune through the headphones, the production that goes in it, way beyond what it should have been. Song contest. We've got another German song coming up soon. Can you guess what it is? Early 80s.
Cause if you believe that a love can hit the top, you gotta play around. But soon you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. You gotta turn it on, and then you gotta put it out. You gotta be sure that it's something everybody's gonna talk about before you decide that the time's right. For making your mind up.
He says yes, the early 80s were very depressing indeed.
Money and take a chance and it'll turn out right. And when you can see how it's gotta be, you're making your mind up.
This on for Caroline. It's a mystery. Toya, we saw her a few years ago. She looks fab. So does Toya. I think Kenny Everett done a better version.
From my view, suspended in the atmosphere, waiting to come through. Sometimes it's so far away, sometimes it's very near. A sound being carried by the wind, just loud enough to hear. I feel its power within me, bells ringing in my head. So often I have heard it cry, but forgotten what it said. It's a mystery, oh it's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. It's a mystery to me. I shot in the dark, the big question mark in history. Is it a mystery to you? Treat you with a vengeance, trip you in the dark. Sirens in the distance can steer you from your path. It can lift you to the heavens, put your troubles in the past. Whisper the Alexia, then vanish in a blast. It's a mystery, oh it's a mystery.
Thank you, young Pete.
Searching for a clue. It's a mystery to
And Wise says you're good. You good.
in the dark.
Yeah.
The big question mark in history.
Ah, but then said what's good.
It's a mystery, oh it's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. Is it a mystery to me? I shot in the dark, the big question mark in history. Is it a mystery to me? It's a mystery.
There goes, especially for Caroline.
It's a
She's a huge Toya fan. Back in the day she was, and still she is now. What else can I say? I double checked this one. This is definitely the 80s. I thought it was the 70s, but it is the 80s.
My life is in a rut. Quite happy with what I got. People might say that I should strive for more, but I'm so happy I can see the fine things happening here today. A show of strength with your boys' brigade. And I'm so happy and you're so kind. You want more money, of course I don't mind. To my nuclear textbooks for atomic rhymes, and the public gets what the public wants. But I want nothing, society does. I'm going underground. What if the brass bands play up, start to pound, going underground? What if the boys all sing, or if the boys all shout for tomorrow? Some people might get some pleasure out to hate me. I've enough already on my plate. People might need some tension to relax me. I'm too busy dodging between the facts. You see, here's what you get. You've made your bed, you better lie in it. You choose your leaders and place your trust. As their lies wash you down and their promises rust. There's the killing machines with paper, rockets and guns. And the public wants what the public gets. But I don't give up the society wants. I'm going underground. All of the brass bands play up, we start to pound. Going underground. So let the boys all sing, let the boys all shout for tomorrow. La 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 la. La 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 la. We're talking till my head explodes. I turn on the news and my body blows. Spraying shit on my TV screen. But this boy shout, but this boy scream. Going underground.
Caroline, the wife, said this was the second record she bought. What year was that, honey? Let's see if she can remember. She's going to Google it first. Good evening, Catherine. And how are you? So the question is, are you feeling old yet?
Share Online Lockdown Radio.
Good old Fergal Sharky. This hair ever? And let's be honest.
A lot of stories do to you. Highest risk of striking out, the risk of getting hurt, and still I have so much to learn. Well, I know. All the time. I learned the painful truth. I'll face it like a fighter, then boast of how I've grown. Anything is better than being alone. I know, 'cause I learn a little every day. I know, 'cause I listen when the experts say that good heart these days is hard to find. Good heart,
Gonna make Caroline feel old in a minute.
good heart these days is
Older.
to find. So please be gentle with this heart of mine.
Caroline bought the Jam. It was released in March 1980. Went straight to #1 for 3 weeks. And what were you doing with £1.99 March 1980, Caroline? Mind you, they were probably cheaper than 75p, perhaps.
As I reflect on all my childhood dreams, my ideas of love weren't as foolish as they seemed. If I don't start looking now, I'll be left behind. And a good heart these days, it's hard to find. I know it's a dream I'm willing to defend.
says Records back then. For 50p and 75p for the top 10. Next up, a tune by three guys, three guys that were teachers, and they all played the piano. And they were from Germany.
She's a model and she's looking good. I'd like to take her home, that's understood. She plays hard to get, she smiles from time to time. It only takes a camera to change her mind.
Robert quickly asked the question, when was the first cassettes out? After a quick Google, you'll be very disappointed to know it was November 64. Catherine says she bought this single from Woolies. Wow! I don't know about you, but I miss Woolies. I know they're around online, but they need to come back to the high street. They were the high street. And at Christmas time, it was Woolworths. Oh yeah, and I worked there as well. Rob also remembers going to Woolworths at the weekend to buy the latest singles. Crazy how you can now download a tune in seconds. And if you've got G5, it's even quicker. Honestly, Pete, you sound a man and Partridge. Aha! Now, you know, I like the odd tune of that, the weird tunes. This is a weird tunes, but first, I've got to type a quick letter on my old typewriter. Word rapping by the Tom Tom Club. Back of the net.
In papers, words in books, words on TV, words for books, words of comfort, words of peace, words to make the fighting cease, words to tell you what to do, words are working hard for you. read your words, but don't go. Words of nuance can put you on the run. Slap, raise.
Yeah, Rob, I like that.
Words. Crazy words and lying words. Hey. Words and dying words. Good words. Words can make you pay and pay. Four letter words I cannot say. Words are trouble, words are subtle. Words of anger, words of hate. Words over here, in the air and everywhere. Words of wisdom, words of strife. Words that write the book I like. Words won't find the right solution to the planet Earth's pollution. Say the right word, make a million. Words are like a certain person. Can't say what they mean, don't mean what they say. Wrap it up for the common good. Let us enrich the neighborhood. It's okay. I've understood. This is a wordy wrapping hood. Okay, bye.
Now, that's a shame there, Rob. You asked for, was it Our Friends Electric, Gary Newman or Chauvet? They come out in 79. Now, if you asked for that just a mere half an hour ago, you would have got it. Never mind, I'll play your other tune because it was in the 80s.
Приступила к производству компьютеров «Персональный спутник».
A bit later in the 80s, but still the 80s nonetheless. After this, some David Bowie. And Frankie Goes to Hollywood, but not Relax.
Whip, I snap, attack, bust the back in this thing called rap. Thinking like a double rhyme, double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the double. Blast on my day and night all the time. 714, live, the line. Maniac, radiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James.
I don't know if it's me, but this song always reminds me of Elmer Fudd. Be very, very quiet.
Online Lockdown Radio.
I reckon it's time to fire up the Quattro. Our young Rob's coming out with all the facts now. What song are you referring to? I suppose the Power Snap. And this was the first time on a Pops they put a random girl at the back miming this and the real singer sued. Sounds a bit like Black Box, that was similar.
Do you remember a guy that's been in such another song? I've heard a rumor from ground control. Oh no, don't say it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed love, saw the details fall away. The shrieking when nothing is giving, just pictures of chap girls and synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick back this planet is glowing, ashes to ash and funk to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low.
Sarah's online. Good evening, Sarah.
Time and again I tell myself I'll stay clean tonight, but the little green wheels are following me. Oh no, not again. I'm stuck with a valuable friend. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. One flash of light, but no smoking pistol. I've never done good things. I've never done bad things. I never did anything out of the blue. Whoa. Wanna next to break the ice. Wanna come down right now. Ashes to ashes, funk to bucket. We know
20 minutes left in the 80s, and young Pete was possibly one of the best party tunes. So there's any time limits, it doesn't matter. Apart from being a school, we're going to be doing the late 80s and the early noughties next week. I think we'll find out a bit more dancier.
When you hear the air attack warning, you and your family must take cover.
Coming about 94, you probably remember it. All the ladies were down at Green and Common. In fact, they still go down there every year to celebrate. There's great films out, When the Wind Blows, and another one, I can't remember if it was called Threads or Threats. But has things changed? No, probably not really.
Bicester Online Lockdown Radio.
This is Erasure Chorus. This is the remastered version, to be fair. Frankly, because it sounds better. After this, we're going to a party tune, and frankly, you've all got to sing. Great picture there, Pete.
When it's dark, you never know what the night will bring. Go ahead with your scheming and shop at home. You find treasure while cooking up bones. But the knife is sharp, you better watch that you don't cut your hands. And they covered up the sun until the birds have flown away. And the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. And they covered up the sun until the birds have flown away. And the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. Go ahead with your dreaming for what it's worth. You'll be stricken down, kicking up dirt. For when it's dark, you never know what the night will bring. Go ahead with your scheming and shop at home. You'll find treasure while cooking up bones. But the knife is sharp, you better watch that you don't cut your hands.
Rob says the first album he had on a tape was Erasure Pop. Mine was Adamant, Prince Charming, no less.
Fishes in the sea have gone to sleep.
In fact, I still got them somewhere.
And they covered up the sun until the birds have flown away. And the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. Holy Moses,
Good night, Caroline, admin extraordinaire. Everyone say good night to Caroline. Go to W bye-byes.
for a time when no one's cheating. The sunlight rising over the horizon, just a distant memory. The dawn chorus, birds singing, bells ringing in our hearts, in our minds. And they covered up the sun till the birds have flown away. And the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. And they covered up the sun until the birds have flown away. And the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. And they covered up the sun until the birds have flown away.
Now we've got a few more tracks to do, and next time I just had a quick look on my computer. This next tune, Human League, Don't You Want Me, from very early 82, is the 7th most popular tune that I play when I'm DJing. It has survived very, very well. Just sing along to it as loud as you can.
You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. I picked you out, I shook you up and turned you around, turned you into someone new. Now 5 years later on, you've got the world at your feet. Success has been so easy for you. But don't forget,
can't believe it.
The waitress in her that much is true, but even then I knew either way. In such good time. I live my life on
believe it when I see you. No, I don't believe you when you don't
Two more to do. I'm going to play the next one. It's Kiss Me Tintin Duffy, because it was the first tune I ever played when I bought one of the Now. I think it was Now 2. Wasn't Now 1. I couldn't afford that at the time. And we're going to finish on Vienna Ultravox, which Duncan just asked for, which literally I just chose about 30 seconds before.
In my young life I have received callers as though they were Christmas Eve. Disappointed and I don't know why. She gave me laughter and hope and a suck in the eye. In my young life and I know something now. I've never tried to create a wow. Wows are few, frustration more common. I can feel in my soul. That's why I gave the command. Kiss me with your mouth. Your love is better than wine. Kiss me with your mouth. Your love is better than wine. But wine is all I have. Will your love ever be mine?
Kiss this with a kiss.
Faces fall before my feet, like blood onto a clean white sheet. When I grow old, I won't forget to innocence, my only debt. Wow, I feel so fresh today, barefoot in the snow, to my love in the hay. The stars are bright in the abyss, and I can feel you in my arms. I explode inside your kiss. Kiss me with your mouth. Your love is better than wine, but wine is all I have. Will your love ever be mine?
Stephen Duffy. Stephen Tin Duffy, rather. Just had a quick Google on him. Making a lot of money, by the way, because he's one of Robbie Williams' top songwriters now. There you go. That's what he's doing. I'm going to leave with this one, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Jimmy's on at 8 o'clock. I'm back on Friday at 8 or 8:30. I think it's 8. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Freezing breath on a window pane, lying and waiting. A man in the dark in a picture frame, so mystic and soulful. A voice reaching out in a piercing cry, it stays with you until music is weaving. Haunting notes with staccato strings, the rhythm is calling. Alone in the night as the daylight brings a cool empty silence. The warmth of your hand and a cold grey sky, it fades to the distance. The image is gonna make you and I, it means nothing to me.
Finish. Shay.